Hello, my friends. Get this set up here. How's everyone this evening? It's Monday. It's evening for me. I know it's probably, oh, man, even if you're here on the East Coast of the United States, it's probably late afternoon. Um, but it's evening for me as I go to bed early. Purposely so. Not to get up to go to work, um, to get up and meditate, to get up and do yoga, to get up and write, to do the things that are important to me that I can do right now. I don't know how life's going to change. Who does? Certainly not me. Um, so maybe one day, relatively soon, I will have to rejoin the workforce. God forbid. Um,
When you log in and you see all of these people.
Apologize. That's my live stream coming up on my desktop. So yeah, maybe I will. You know what? Maybe I'll have to go back to. Uh, I don't even know if I could do retail management anymore. It might be low key retail, selling vitamins again. There's worse things to do for a living, that's for sure. Um, However, I'd like not to at age 59. Uh, 2 years and some months away from collecting at least low level Social Security. Be honest with you, I'm not going to get a ton of Social Security, but I should get just enough. So, what I'm seeking to do, I mentioned this before, is earn an income on YouTube, a content creator. And the only content I really create, I do nature shorts, which I love, but nothing super creative. I point a camera at nature. I don't edit. I don't use clever hashtags. I do like my titles on occasion, but it's nature doing the work. I just upload. However, I like to think that I am patient and that I can wait for just the right thing to be revealed as I point that camera. That I have a keen eye of appreciation for nature being weird, as it should be. You know, weird, the original Germanic tribal shamanism expression, WYRD. Mentioned this a lot of times before. Um, that's the original spelling, and the original meaning meant web, and it talked about the web of creation. How when you tug on one strand of the infinite web of existence itself, let's not just go, why limit to the universe? Existence itself, when you tug on one strand, one tiny strand on an infinite web, everything vibrates. Everything vibrates. Now, that's the message of synchronicity. Deepak Chopra calls it synchrodestiny, following those meaningful coincidences to a purposeful life. Um, hey, Vadaloco, blood in, blood out. Hey, good evening, Yogi. Buddha love. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Lance says, not interested. Boy, I appreciate you coming by and letting me know. Otherwise, I'd been like, man, I hope I'm really entertaining Lance. Wouldn't it be awful if I was sitting here this entire time thinking to myself, I hope Lance is really appreciating what I have to say. But now I can relax. Um, so let's see, the man looks like the guy from Breaking Bad. um, I've heard that before. But I was hearing Johnny Sims. You know what? And Johnny Sims doesn't look like the guy from Breaking Bad. I've also heard Michael Stipes. Michael Stipes doesn't look like the guy from Breaking Bad. So what's up with that? Um, Lance says, Athen says, you can relax now, good buddy. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Because you know what? Lance, you put a lot of pressure on me, man. I know you didn't mean to, but that's a lot of pressure to living up to Lance's expectations. Because they are high. No one could do it. Let's see. Buddha's laughing. Zango says, that's good. We need to cook. What would you like to cook? I'll be honest. I'm not much of a cook, even though I used to be a professional cook. I flipped burgers. I was a head cook in a bar, restaurant, lounge. That was decades ago. You guys weren't even born back then. The Confident says hello. Hello, Confident. Let's see. Meth. Nah. Uh, um, let's see. Zango says, what do you do for a living? This is it, my friend. I'm a full-time professional talker, live streamer. I talk a lot. Let's see. And I put out nature videos. That's what I was talking about. Synchronistic events. That if you're patient, nature is going to show you its weirdness. Going full circle. Back to weird. WYRD. I am in the US, my friend. I'm on the East Coast. Let's see. What is your opinion on the Mazda? I don't know what that is. Confidence says deleted the comment. Norris, sorry. Please don't talk about meth. I'll agree with that. Zango says, it is true I can get shot easily. Hey, I'm sorry about that, my friend. I hope not. Oh, so live in the US like, oh, you can get shot easy? Nah, not really. Statistically speaking, no. You can get shot anywhere. It's definitely easier in the United States than it is, let's say, Great Britain, which has, I believe, zero tolerance on guns. I think you can have like a hunting, like a shotgun or something. Let's say, not in the Middle East. Gotcha. So you can certainly get shot more likely here, but I wouldn't say the odds are that great. Confidence says, just keeping the chat clean and supporting each other. Absolutely. Excuse me. Buddha says, do not discuss any kinds of narcotics. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Both of you guys. Confidence says, namaste to Buddha. So weird. WYRD is a shamanic word from the Germanic tribal language. It means web, and it was referred to in shamanism as the infinite web of existence, not just the universe. If we say the universe, we think of it as wide, expansive, but let's not limit ourselves. Existence is larger than the universe. Existence is everything. Universe after universe after universe. So, when you tug on one strand of the infinite web of existence, the entirety vibrates. When you point a camera in the right direction in nature, you are invoking weird. You're invoking the web. You're plucking a strand, and the entire universes, universe I, vibrate. So you just need to be patient. Have the camera at the ready. See what presents itself. So as a nature filmer, that's my only talent, is being patient. I don't, do anything. I don't edit. I don't do anything overly creative. I just point a camera. But I'm patient enough to allow nature to do the work. So, how do I make a living? I do some nature shorts, which doesn't pay a whole lot. I do some live streams. I do a lot of live streams, 3 times a day. And I talk about nonsense like weirdness, Germanic shamanism, and the infinite web of existence. But I love talking about it. That doesn't pay a whole lot either, but that's okay. You start somewhere, Is there an audience for a guy who looks like the dude from Breaking Bad, sitting around looking at the camera, talking about nonsense? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Confident is, hey, Enigmatix. I got that on the second try. Hello, my friend. Confident says, Buddha, I'm subscribed to you. Awesome. Hey, Daisy, how are you? Are you guys subscribed to Daisy May? Luke says, you don't talk about nonsense silly. I guess it depends on your, point of view. I appreciate hearing that, Luke. I think my school teachers would say, I had these same questions when I was in grade school, and I was taught by nuns. Trust me, nuns do not want to hear that. And they would say, that's nonsense. If it is not explicitly written in the New Testament or even the Old Testament, then it is indeed nonsense. Don't question the universe. God made the universe in 6 days, and that was it. Confidence says Daisy is a dog. Daisy is a dog. Um, and but that's actually all I know of Daisy May, so I call her Daisy. Um, here's what I do know. Here's what I do know. Hanging out with Daisy May, wherever that might be, sitting on a deck, watching the boats, taking a walk in the park, being on the beach, it doesn't matter. If you're hanging out with Daisy May, you are having a good time. You're relaxed. You are making friends. You're having meaningful discussion. One of my favorite places to be. You know what? I have a theory. I was speaking of weird WYRD, infinite web of existence. Here's my theory. YouTube was created so I could hang out with Daisy May. So I could hang out with Love Our Toy Pups. So I could come here and hang out with Buddha and be confident and Austin Garrett. It's what YouTube was made for. Doesn't need to be anything big. Doesn't need to, I don't know. I have no complaints about YouTube. Many do. Enigmatic says, I did some weird stuff on my computer and I'm feeling guilty about it. You know what? I don't believe guilt is a useful thing. Don't believe it's a useful thing to experience. In fact, it really is an illusion. It's based upon thought. If you didn't have that thought of guilt right now, if you didn't have that thought, if you did something and you thought, maybe that's not the best thing that I could do, maybe that wasn't the best way to spend my time, I won't do it again. But if you didn't have that thought of guilt, how would you feel right now? And seriously, take it as a that the word guilt didn't even exist. How would you feel if you didn't have that thought? Daisy says, oh, sub back too. Nice. Daisy says, oh, thanks. We laugh and we cry. We do. This is why I keep urging people, be curious. Step outside your perceived interest. That, so maybe you're not a gamer. Doesn't matter. Subscribe to some gamers, especially some that might come here or other channels. So maybe you're not into, I don't know, the fishing community. Maybe you don't fish. I don't fish. As a matter of fact, I had people pointed out the paradox of me being a vegan and supporting fishing and hunting channels. But step outside that, the notion that a vegan can't support people he likes because of what they do. Or a vegan can't support what they do. It all depends on the intent of what people do. I see my fishing friends, such gentleness and kindness when they do it. Are all people who fish or hunt like that? Probably not. But the ones that I'm friends with, they certainly are. Confidence says, oh, I think so, Yogi. I love YouTube. I do too. Daisy says, you're so kind. Thank you. Luke says, one of my teachers told me I was hard in the Kavisa once. It always stuck with me, but not in a bad way. It is funny. Hard in the Kavisa. I don't even know what that means. It does. That would stick with me too. Hey, Theme. Theme says hi again. Nice to see you, Theme. Be Confident says, I think everything is an illusion except the things that can make you feel better. Man, one day you and I have to have a long talk about this. You know, in the uh, yogic, Vedic, Hindu, and Buddhist tradition, as well as the Gnostics, they believe that the world is an illusion, Maya, M-A-Y-A, or in some uh, yogic traditions, they call it Lila, the divine play of God. Everything is a play, not like play as a game, but play as we're putting on a play. We are each the lead as well as supporting cast in someone else's story. And for me, Course in Miracles explains it beautifully that we are right now asleep in the mind of God. That in the Genesis, it says that God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. And yet, nowhere in the entirety of the Bible does it say that Adam woke up. Adam is the prototypical, the primal, um, the Atman, meaning soul, of all of us who fell asleep, still in the mind of God, still connected, still in the garden, still in heaven, fell asleep and dreamed. What would it be like if I was separate? What would it be like if I separated from God? We fell asleep in the mind of God and we are dreaming this world. It is, unfortunately, we have a lot of guilt about that separation from God. But we didn't really separate. But we believe. We're so stuck in the illusion that we believe that we're separate. And in that belief, we've created a lot of guilt and a lot of fear in which we project out into the world. This is why the Course says heaven is a state of mind. This is why Jesus kept saying the kingdom of heaven is within. St. Catherine of Siena said all the way to heaven is heaven. This is why Buddha was the awakened one. He was awake. And he showed us how to wake up. Course in Miracles says the way to wake up is through forgiveness. We forgive the illusion. We forgive the effects. Or we ignore the effects and we forgive the cause. And the cause is fear. Let's see. Daisy says, right, I feel so lucky to have met so many great people here. I generally like. Me too. Daisy says, Theme Park. Confidence says, I think I've read that. Ian says, good morning, Eric, in chat. Tears got a new TV. It's a, what's that, a Lion, a mini cinema here? Well, nice. New TV. What's going to be the first thing up on the big screen? Enigmatic says, but I'm an adult, and the thing we're about children, gross stuff. That's a tough one. That is a tough one, my friend. Are you religious? I'll tell you the truth. It's the same, though. Guilt doesn't solve the issue. The issue is that who you want to be? Is that what you want to do? Can you be better than that? And here's the answer. Yes, you can. And it says, like a mini cinema. Wow, nice. You got to put a photo up on your community page. Let's see. Confidence says, please stop to Enigmatics. Luke says, I recently started people making knives on the lives. Cool stuff. What are they making them out of? When I was a kid, I tried to make a knife out of a file. And what I made was a knife-shaped file. It wasn't a knife. It certainly was not a knife. It was still a file, but it was shaped like a knife. And I got to say, my dad was none too pleased that I took his file and turned it into a knife-shaped file. Confidence says, Luke, you have a lot of subs and no content. It's because Luke's the man. Luke says, Cabeza means head. Ah, so you got a hard head. Gotcha. Did you know what that meant when she said it to you? Confidence says, Ian watched, done subbed. Nice. Confident drops a link for Ian. Thank you. Have you looked at the beautiful instruments that Ian has made on his page? Luke says, I deleted my videos. B, it was some Minecraft vids. Daisy says, got to start dinner. Keep it on to listen to. Thank you, Daisy. Confidence says, I'm a Buddha. I would not make that claim for myself in the ultimate sense that I am awakened. I've had awakening experiences, as my friend Robert Saltzman. He wrote the book, The 10,000 Things, and depending on no thing, awakening never ends, continuous. Steve says, we're going live tonight, playing Disneyland Adventure Game at 8 p.m. Awesome. If you would like to drop your link. Let's see. Confidence says, I'm a very religious and happy person, and that supports everyone, religious or not. That is the way to be. And I believe in a lot of Christianity. Confidence says, don't care about subs, just a support channel, but thanks because I may take content in the future. Confidence says, I have a small daughter, please stop. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's hard to get into heavy stuff. We never know, I got the, 18 plus thing on, but we always got to be careful what we talk about. My recommendation is if you have a serious problem and you know you have a serious problem, seek help. Seek professional help. I'm not a professional. In the title of my channel, it is Just a Yogi. I'm a guy that talks about yoga. If anything that you said is in any way actually 100% true, or even a little bit true, or even if it's something that you like to joke about, you need to have some professional help. Nothing wrong with getting professional help, but that's the best I can do for you, my friend. Confidence says, I don't know, I meant head. Confidence says like possibly stomach. Buddha's laughing. It is 7:41 a.m. here. Nice weather here. Ian is in Australia, my friends. Let's see. I agree with you, Confident. It's beyond our realm of discussion. That's, again, the best I can say. Beyond our realm of discussion. It is, if you have issues along those lines and you know it, seek professional help. Luke says, yeah, and he was right. I always, as a class clown in school, I was too. I think he saw that I would take myself seriously and that had the potential to be better, as we all do. Nice. Theme drops his link. He's going to go, if you saw his comment up above, that he'll be live at 8 p.m. Luke says, even viewing that type of stuff promotes abuse. The thing is, man, it's a hard thing to even address because it's a horrendous. Luke's right, even viewing such a thing because it has exploited the most innocent of us. This is why I said yes, you get professional help. Just get medical help. If you're still watching. I agree. Professional help, medical help, psychological help, spiritual help. If you are religious, if you have a priest, talk to a priest or a minister. Buddha says, have you ever got that feeling, Yogi? How long you been on here? What do you mean, Buddha? Abandoned Rhythm says, hi, I love you. Well, that's an awful nice thing to hear. Buddha's in the background. Ginger says, hey, welcome back, Ginger. Well, hi, guys. That was bad timing. First time I kicked someone out. Fishing was all right. 1 pound perch. Wow, that's a nice sized perch. Hey, you guys are moderators for a reason. One, so you can connect to other channels, be you if you are a supporting channel or if you're trying to grow your channel. And two, make the conversation safe for everyone. Make everyone here feel safe. Confidence says, Yoga, you have a cool basement. You like that 1970s? Actually, I think it was 1980s. 1980s paneling. So my wish is, again, we don't know. Anyone can be anyone on the internet, on YouTube. My hope is that if any of that was even remotely true, if it is just something that they talk about, even if they think that, I don't know what they think. I just hope that they seek help. Ginger says, I kicked him out. That was too much. We're not here for that kind of crap. I agree. I try to be of help to whoever I can, but some things are beyond my reach. You know what I mean? As I mentioned before, I am in no way a trained professional. I can't help with something like that. Ian says, Ginger Rogers did the right thing. Yep. Buddha says, amen to Ginger. Be Confident says, I'm currently reading Ghost Canoe. Is that Ghost Canoe? Is that Gary Paulson? Luke says, I want to get back into fishing. Went to my local lake the other day, and it was covered in algae. So's mine, my little pond. Ginger says, let's see. Confidence says, Yogi, have you accidentally ever ended a live stream? Accidentally? No, not accidentally. I've ended it early when it, for whatever reason, it didn't seem to be flowing. I ended it early once when someone went to another a mod went to another live stream and told people that there was only like 2 or 3 people in my live stream and that everyone should come over to mine, which I don't like. People go where people go. People will come here. People will leave here. People will go to someone else's channel. It's all good. Everything's got to circulate. Energy can't be static ever. So welcome people to go to other channels. They'll come back if they want to. If I have anything interesting to say, maybe. So I ended it so people wouldn't come here. Ginger says, I was in for 2 seconds, didn't get to hi. Ginger says, thank you. Can I Destroy says, hi. Easy says, how's your day been there, Eric? It has been good. It's been good. We're having interesting people show up. Yes, you are definitely new here, my friend. Discipline Sue says, hello all. Confidence says you are good at live streams. Thank you. You know, I don't have a lot of confidence in my live streaming ability. I'll be honest with you. Boy says, hi, new here. How are you? Buddha says, or be in the background like me. Confidence says, I think it's the best not to push things, and that is how your channel will grow. Just my opinion. So what do you mean not to push things? Do you have, can you share an example with me? Luke says, the algae was very thick and covered about 80% of the lake. I'd like to catch some catfish or gator guard there. Hey, have you hung out with our friend Skeeter? He might be going live tonight at 7, and he'll be catfishing. Ginger says, nice name though. Don't be a dumb Uranus. Sue says, you let people who they are and never push an agenda on anyone. That's what makes you your lives nice to come to. Well, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Ian says, I always say to lives, chill, relax, enjoy the lives, and a great host. Thank you for that too. Oh, that push not asking for subs. Yeah, you know what? I figured if people like the content, they'll sub. If they don't like the content, they either, won't sub or they won't be here. Austin says hi to Sue. Confidence says not that it's bad. No, you know what? If you want to grow your channel, if it's important to you, ask for what you want. Ask for what you need. I always go back to Shakespeare. Or as our friend Squirrel Sniper says, it wasn't Shakespeare. Shakespeare didn't write Shakespeare's play. It was Sir Francis Bacon. Although I've also heard Ben Jonson. Nothing is good nor bad unless thinking makes it so. Sue says, I just got notified that I hit 2 million, 100,000 views. Wow. Man, that is awesome. Hey, Sue, how long have you had a channel? How long have you been doing what you do? Thank you, Ginger. Man, Ginger is stepping up as a mod. Austin's waving at everyone. Have you guys seen the awesome shorts that Austin is putting out? Makes me wonder who's next on your list, Austin. Hey, T. T says, I all from the UK. How are you doing, T? Luke says, I've never really seen Yogi push for his subs, only for other people's subs. Yeah, I've been really fortunate with my subs. A lot of people helping me out. Void Reaper says, quit of the day, keep calm and carry on. Thank you for that. Timeless words, my friend. I always appreciate you showing up with your positive message. And you know what, Void Reapers, the day that you couldn't make it and you showed up and left a comment with the quote of the day, thank you for that. Confidence Inside T. Sue says, I just got notified that I hit 2,100,000 views. Confidence says I could be wrong. Man, Sue, that is just incredible. And well deserved. I think I might be responsible for 999,000. Probably. Just watching Yoga Squirrel. Buddha says I'm eating chia and kumo chips. Got good coconut plant-based and probiotic yogurt. Grind up fresh garlic and mix in the coco june and use it as a chip dip. That sounds really good, Buddha. Healthy. Sue's waving at T. Confidence says, hi, good. Buddha says, hey to Bumblebee. Steven, what bright and shiny head today. Looking amazing and shining as always. Thank you, Steven, my friend. Much appreciated. I was thinking about you the other day because I was demonstrating Kumbhoti breathing, yogic pranayama, which is also known as the skull shining breath. It's supposed to make you shining. Of course, you shine from within. It's an amazing breath. Highly recommend it. A great way to start your day. And as I was doing it, I was thinking of skull shining, Scanny Shawl, and I can't think of a shiny skull without thinking of our good friend, Stephen Price. Seuss waves at Destiny. Let's see. T says, hey Buddha, hope you're doing well, sister. Hey William, how are you? Sorry guys, just slightly behind. Buddha says, can I destroy when you come, many times Yogi will make you whine if he is comfortable. This is true. Thank you for that, Buddha. Sue says, I've had my channel since 2012, but didn't really get serious about it until 2022. Man, that's even more incredible. 2 short years, and you've done... But you're so consistent with what you do. And you've also... your editing skills have gotten amazing. Ginger says, ban that dumbass. Well, I have a feeling that, and I could be wrong, and I think probably Confident might be thinking the same. I think he even might have mentioned it up above, and I missed it, that might be our friend Program, who just comes from in another channel, another name. So we ban him, and it's the same thing. He comes back. So I think the best thing, when you get tired of him, time him out for however long you want to. I never dismiss anyone outright, because we've had some good friends who've come in for the sole purpose of trolling, and they sit around and they listen and they decide, you know what, I'd rather hang out. There's some good people here. I'd rather make friends with them. Buddha says, I'm doing good. Bumblebee T, how are you doing, sis? T says, hi, Yogi. Sue, Be confident. Buddha, Stephen, Ginger, Austin, and Watts. Luke says it's an inappropriate name. To be honest, usually means a troll. Yeah, I agree, and he most certainly is a troll. Um, Again, I usually give trolls just a little bit an opportunity to hang out, um, because they see everyone just relaxing, shooting the breeze. But if it, when it gets to the certain point where it's, it's not going to happen, that they're not going to be any type of fun, just annoying, uh, then, like I said, that just go ahead and time them out indefinitely. It also just occurred to me that there's absolutely no reason why I've been remiss that we haven't made Luke a moderator a long time ago. 835 says, Yogi, hi. Hey, 835, how are you? Heard you caught a bluegill today. Was it today? Junior says, thank you. Thank you, Buddha. What's new, William? Buddha's saying hi to everyone. Confidence says, Yogi, I always almost let other people put them in timeout, like the bullies that come in, because I'm more of a new mod and I want to get things right. There's really no way, there's really no right. Go with your intuition, go with your instinct. And I don't want to abuse the opportunity. You know what? I don't think he could abuse it if he tried, my friend. I think he got too good of a heart. You give people a chance up to a certain point, and when you know that one more chance isn't going to make a difference, the same thing's going to keep going on, you go ahead and you time them out. That's absolutely fine with me. I do my best not to question moderators. You guys are doing me a favor being mods. T says, Buddha had 4 nights where I didn't sleep due to noisy guests in the hotel. They had cold sleep last night. I don't see how the management can keep allowing noisy people. Buddha says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, my friend. Shalda says, message retracted. Sue's waving at William. Buddha says, sorry about that, T. Easy says, sorry you had to go through that, trolling Eric in the chat. Hey, that's part of being on YouTube. You know what I mean? It actually, as far as the algorithms are concerned, it actually helps the algorithm. However, it does mess up the flow of the conversation. You guys see I have a hard enough time keeping up. Void Reaper says, what's happening? Not a whole lot. Luke says, you're also the cause of 99,000 smiles, Yogi. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot. Thank you for that. Let's see. Confidence says, I want your permission that I can put these bad people in timeout. Yes. I wouldn't call them bad people. Just people. Probably kids. Probably most of them are 12. I hope most of them are 12 years old. I hope none of them are 16. I hope none of them are over 20. Because, man, that just makes me sad. It just... At what point do you... St. Paul, letters to the Corinthians, you put childish things aside? At what age? If you're still doing 12-year-old stuff when you're in your 20s, stop. do something else. There's the only words of wisdom I can actually present. Stop and do something else. Do something better. And here's another suggestion. If you're 12 and you're doing this, stop. Do something else. Because it never leads to anything. You don't get the reaction that you think you're gonna get. Um, at worst, you're a distraction. At best, every once in a while, you make me smile with something that you say. T says, "Hey, Destiny, didn't see you." Let's see. A35 says, "Nice to see you, Yogi. Nice to see you too, my friend. I did see you over at Stewart's a little bit." Ginger says, "I've never had to kick people. Um, this is nice." Bring in more trolls, please. Yep, you can get used to it, huh? William says, "What did I miss?" Not much, William. We're just chatting. We've had some trolls come in. I don't even like saying trolls. You know, to me, to be a true troll is almost an art form. And almost none of them have been artful in what they present. Most, man, being crude is in no way artful. Ian says, "Hey, Bumblebee, it's on your house. Enjoy a great week." I'm saying hi to everyone. Ginger says, "How did that feel, BC?" William says, "I don't think I will work on growing YouTube, but X would be cool if I could figure out what to do as content." Do you think it would be easier? Would it be mostly writing? Would it be videos? I'm taking my sleep supplement. Hey, T, have you taken your supplements tonight? So yeah, easy. Not a problem. I take it all in stride. As you and I have talked about before, it's all a practice. You know, everything's a practice. Tim says, "Sup, brother Yogi, and everyone in the chat." Tim, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you. It was nice seeing you last night over at Optimobs. Ginger says, "Well, when I one says he wants to dirty things up, Yogi." Yeah, but like I said, you know, you guys know what to do. Sooner or later, they get bored. 835. Hey, Eric. 835 says, "I'm fly tying right now." Nice. Let's see. Hey, Tandra. T says, "Hi, Eric," to Eric LP. Cheers from Australia. Ginger says, "Via True Troll, you got to educate Yogi about that blue waffle." All right. Sooner or later, you guys are going to have to do it. Hey, Nightmare. Let's see. Ian says, "I hope 2 lives in the afternoon. I know I've seen so many naive trolls on 2 great lives. Very supportive channels. They're slowly going through. We'll go long stretches without any of them at all. The past few nights, T says, "Yogi, herbal supplement time." Thank you for that. I just took it, T. Sorry, I missed it. Eric Point says, "Code 1. Did someone say Wombat?" I just did. So, there we go. That was twice. Stuart says, "Hello, my dearest brother, Wombat Yogi Bear." Stuart, my friend, how are you? Easy says they're absolutely under the age of 15. You would think with technology, YouTube would have something set in place to deal with it. You would think. So T says, sorry, I'm working my way back up. Yogi, there was a wedding locally at 40 guests. Gotcha. Often travelers are very disruptive and very active at nighttime. Not discrimination, just an observation. I agree. When Mocha and I would stay at hotels for ultra racing, when we would travel out of state to do a race, and that night sleep is so important before you're going to run 100 miles. And we'd have people who would be partying all through the night. We'd get no sleep whatsoever. William says, I mean, we allow ourselves to feel certain ways to what they put out. Giving them attention is what they want. Yeah, if I give anyone attention, it's mainly if they say something that makes me smile or laugh, whatever. Hey, Stuart, did you get your geography worked out? Stuart was working on the geography of the United States without a map, which is no easy thing to do. Ginger says, like I said to my oldest, he is 19. You just got to tell, did he know? Excellent advice. T says, I didn't report every event to management, but door slamming 3 times in 30 seconds. And it happened every 40 minutes and no sleep. Sorry about that, T. Luke says, you're right, Yogi. Best not to be hard in the Cabeza. True words, true wisdom there, Luke. T says, hi to Stuart. What's new, Eric LaPointe? How was your weekend? All right, I'm skipping through some hellos. I apologize, just for the sake of catching up. I'm reading Ginger and the Blue Waffle again. Easy says, I normally don't mind trolls, but I get extra offended when they do this to a community because Eric is too wise for that nonsense. Like I said, you know what? I can appreciate true smart assery. But when it's just, again, when it's just like crude without actually being funny. My cat's saying hi to you guys again. Confidence says, hey T, like my new account. I didn't know how to make one until YouTube. Nice. Confidence says, I'm going to sub to everyone on this account. Also, so you can get more subs. Well, thank you. Confidence says, okay, done, Yogi. So I guess it would be helpful for you to be a mod on this one, right? Stuart says, I think so. If I'm not, I'm going to learn. You weren't doing too bad. T says, Yogi, you can control sound of disrespect. You can't control sound of disrespectful public. Confidence says, just to confirm it's me. Gotcha. Confidence says, okay, back. Hey, Skits. Skits says, hey, everyone, just passing by to spread some good vibes, y'all. You're all living inspirational lives. Much love to you all. Stand strong, stand tall, and we can pick each other up in case we fall. Absolutely, Skits, my friend. Thank you. Confidence says, how you doing, Skits? Confidence says, I'm just going to mod and support everyone on this account as well. Stuart says, those Skits, I miss you coming to my lives. Ian says, hi, Skits. Hope you're having a great week. T says, confidence, stop begging for subs by liking others. It's ugly to constantly beg. But he's not really shooting for subs. Ian says, going well here, Bumbles. Cheers. Hope you're doing great. Confidence says, I do not care about that at all, T. Eric says, Yogi, I'm going to forgive on the wombat issue because it's a choice, and I aim to forgive. So there will be not any more wombat disagreements. The problem has been solved. We have put that to bed. May the wombat rest in peace. The real issue for me, thanks to Runner Boy, is crabs. That sounded bad. That sounded really awful. The real issue because of Runner Boy is crabs. He has presented crabs as a superior species. In every poll that I do, trying to vote crabs down the ladder of superiority, I've lost every single time. Crabs have beaten wombats. Eric Lapointe has mastered the true art of forgiveness. He has moved past the wombat stage. Skid says, hey Stuart, sorry brother. The last week was a hectic week, but I was sure to pop in tomorrow. If you are on, hi, and hope you're well, my friend. Hi, Bumbles, and hope you're well. Hi, Eric Lapointe. Conference says I'm going to go all back tomorrow or later today. Well, thank you, Be Confident. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated, my friend. And thank you for the modding. Moderating. Stuart says we'll be live tomorrow. Are you going to do another live tonight, Stuart? Luke says, wait, did Wombats lose yesterday? They did lose yesterday. Might have been 2 days ago. It was Wombats versus Crabs. Crabs beat out Oysters. Surprising. Skittles have beaten out M&Ms. It's a topsy-turvy world, guys. I can't make sense of it anymore. Maybe it's true. I'm too old. I'm too old for YouTube. Daisy says, gotta go now, Yogi. Have a good evening. Thanks for all your support. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you. Daisy says, hit the like, everyone. Thank you, Daisy. If you get the opportunity tomorrow to hang out on a live stream with Daisy, please do. You won't regret it. You will be relaxed. It's just I don't really have words for it. It's an experience. It's a Daisy May experience. Daisy says, good night, everyone. Eric Point's laughing. Buddha's saying hi to Eric Point. Skid says, I'm having a better week this week, and I'm going to force it. I started off well. I went out in nature with a friend and tried to do some exercises with Jace. Managed to do 220 sit-ups. It's my PB. Wow, that's a lot. Hey, are you still lifting? Let's see, yogis. What's the wombat got to do with a Yogi Bear? Absolutely nothing. I don't even remember exactly how wombats got in, except Mocha presented wombats because she, at this point, after almost 23 years with me, she knew that planting something like a wombat would get me up and running, and I would carry it as a theme forever, that I would beat it to death, which I have. And fortunately, you guys have beat it to death with me, which I greatly appreciate. Man, the fact that I'm with like-minded people that will take a theme and we will joke about it forever, you're my kind of people. I appreciate that. So, yeah, Mocha is, I don't want to say that she has evil intent, but she knows what she's doing. She has good intent to make me laugh, always, and she knows how to do it. And she knows my nature. She knows that I'll stick with it for as long as possible. So up until, what was it, 2 weeks ago, I had never told a wombat joke in my entire life. And then Mocha came in and said wombat a couple times, and before we know it, it's a wombat channel. It's my totem. It's my spirit animal. So good question, Stuart. I don't think you've been in here when Mocha shows up. Eric says, hey to Buddha. Ginger says, oh shit, crabs, you nasty yogi. Hey, not me, Runner Boy. Runner Boy is the one that brought crabs to this community. Theme Park says, hi to Skits. Oh, wow. Nightmare says, only one thing left to do. Skittles versus crabs. You're absolutely right. Man, you are absolutely right. Easy says, Eric, how long have you been a vegan? And what does a normal day of eating look like for you? I've been a vegan for slightly over 15 years. Man, my eating is certainly not normal. I usually break about 15 hours of fasting, usually, sometimes 16, but usually about 15. T says, how's Mocha? Mocha she's in a lot of pain. She's had light procedure done, nothing major, nothing bad, but it is up to feeling very sore. Hey, Nightmare, remind me tomorrow to do because I want to do it for the full live stream. Skittles versus crabs. Now we're going to find out. So yeah, I break my fast with oatmeal. And in my oatmeal, I put usually 2 dates and a tablespoon of flaxseed. I put in some walnuts and 2 bananas, blueberries, maybe a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on. And then I have an apple with that. And then a few hours later, and that's early in the morning. That's usually about 7, I guess. And I've been up for quite some time. I get up at 2:30 every morning. And then around 10:30 or 11, I have my large meal, what would be dinner for normal people. And I largely eat the same thing every day. I never used to, but up until 2 years ago, I needed to make some changes for a lot of reasons. I needed to streamline everything. And my main meal is normally steamed vegetables, kale, broccoli with cooked in a Instapot, brown rice, lentils, and a potato or 2. And it's pretty big. Then I have another banana or 2 for dessert, maybe another apple. And then later, a couple hours later, I have a large salad, sometimes another bowl of oatmeal, sometimes a vegan protein shake, piece of Ezekiel bread toast, and I'm good for the day. Don't have anything in between, no junk food. So that's the normal thing, every day. Same thing. I just needed to be consistent. And at a certain point, you know what? I got tired of thinking, what am I going to eat today? So I know what I'm going to eat every day. Ian says, to me, every person subscribed to my channel, they're a new pen friend, and that's permanent. That's awesome, Ian. Hey, speaking of friends and social media, I mentioned this before. If anyone's on Facebook and they want to connect, just look me up, Eric McCarty. Skid says, I'm still lifting, Eric. Yes, it was really funny. My brother visited yesterday, and I said to him, if I could do 5 reps, I'd be proud. He went to do a rep, and straight away he shouted, grab it. So he doesn't lift much. Maybe you're going to be a good example for him. T says, Ian, sadly, not all have good intent. This is true. Skid says, "Had a theme park. I hope it's going well, my new friend." Nightmare says, "Agreed, T." William says, "It's Mocha's birthday Wednesday." It is Mocha's birthday Wednesday. Just making sure she's not lurking. Mocha, if you're lurking, go offline just for a minute as I describe one of your birthday presents. I made a new blog for Mocha and her photography. So she could send me photos and I'll post them online. So if you guys are ever interested, I'll post it when it's done. I'll post it after her birthday. If you're ever interested in looking at Mocha's photography, some of the stuff, every sunrise that you see in my community page, that's mine. But all the stuff like flowers, things like that, that's her photography. She's an incredible photographer. So I wanted to do something. I also bought her something. You know, she's getting her associate's degree in American Sign Language and photography. I wanted to get her something. I didn't want to buy her something again. But of course I did buy her something. I also bought her a pendant of American Sign Language for love. Hey, Toy Pups. How are you? All right, I am determined to catch up. Hey, William, thank you for remembering. Buddha says, "Hi, evil intent. Thought that's your wifey. Damn, that's sad. Here, sorry you were going through same, but I can just laugh." Oh, the evil intent, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. She would laugh at that. Yeah, definitely not a bad. Evil as in she knew that I would how I would take it and run with it. Let's see. Ian says that's true, Bumblebee. But if someone can lead a shining light, hopefully others will follow. Ian, I agree 100%, 1,000% across the board. Luke is laughing with skits. T says, "Yogi, please send blessings and love to Mocha." I will. I will hopefully see her tomorrow. We'll take a walk. T says, "Yogi, can we have a chat sometime, please?" Yep, how about tomorrow? Junior says, "I got the bets on crabs." I'm going to go for Skittles, man. I'm going to go for Skittles. I never thought that I would say that. T says, "Great, Yogi." T says, "Will Mocha be present on Wednesday?" She might be in class. 8:35 says, "It's Monday." It is Monday, my friend. Buddha says, "Happy birthday to Mocha." Thank you, Buddha, my friend. Skit says, "He's my younger brother, Skits, so I try to encourage and inspire him as I can. I know for a fact that you do a good job." Skit says, "Laughing Luke, I can proceed to do 15 reps. I did a cheeky 16th to wind him up. Brother banter. I know it well." How are you, Toy Pups? Skits says, "I hope Mocha has an amazing birthday." Thank you, Skits. I hope so too. We get some heart emojis from our amazing friend, Toy Pups. Let's see. Toy Pup says, "Hi, Golden. You'll love it here. Very relaxing." Did I miss someone else come in? Oh, there we go. Golden Retriever. Lover. Hello, my friend. You popped in the other day because I remember saying that Golden Retrievers are the most exuberant dog species that I've ever had the pleasure of being around. If you leave a room just for a second and you come back in, Golden Retrievers are like they haven't seen you forever. Buddha says, "Oh, okay." Toy Pup says, "Happy birthday, Mocha. We love you." Thank you, Toy Pups. Buddha says, "Yeah, I kind of figured it was evil in a bad way after hearing you, but that's cool. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing truly bad about Mocha. She's got a deep and wide and loving heart. Cat and Bread says, hi again. Hello, my friend. Thanks for coming back. Much appreciated. I enjoyed our conversation this afternoon. He says, Yogi, on the evening, like similar time as before you live. Definitely. We can do that. Make sure you would send me, if you can, send me a text to remind me. Toy Pup says, namaste, my friends. Toy Pups says, Cat and Bread. And to Luke, we subbed. Nice, guys. Ian says, namaste. Namaste to you, my friend. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is still here. Admin says, hello. Hello, my friend. Thank you for what you did last night. Admin says, how y'all doing? Cat and Bread says, I enjoyed our conversation too. Thank you. Hey, Odom. Odom says, happy birthday to Mocha. Thank you. Thank you so much. T says, Yogi, send a text to remind me. If you remind me to send a text, please. Thank you. We can do that. Hey, T, do you have WhatsApp? I just got it. And you know why I got it? I got it so I could communicate with my friend Stuart the Fish Whisperer. He was the first, and for a long time, days, the only guy that I had, the only person that I had on WhatsApp. It is called WhatsApp, right? But hey, if anyone else would like to connect, let me know. He says, Yogi, yes, I've got a WhatsApp. It's good. Okay, I'll send you my number. Hey, I'm caught up in the chat. I'm going to take advantage of being caught up in the chat. Stuart says, I got Yogi WhatsApp. He did. I would not have had it without it. And you can do video, right? So I think I came across the most informative and insightful video, the most truthful video on YouTube ever, by far. And I have it up. I've had it up through the afternoon. I'm going to play it for you guys. Actually, I'm going to have you guys watch it. Let me know if you can see. That's me. That's not it. Hold on, guys. This is it. This is the most important video I've seen on YouTube. It tells the truth.
Not just things. They're
Dogs.
memories and
Dogs.
their feelings and
Dogs.
smiles and
Dogs.
But the most beautiful things in life are not just things. They're
Dogs.
No other video I've ever seen on the history of YouTube has told the truth like that before. I got right to the point. Amazing. I've been playing it all day. Let's see. T says, Yogi, cool. T says, well done, Stuart. Stuart has been a good and true friend. Oh, you guys couldn't see it? T says, Yogi, I wish you had a WhatsApp when I was in the hospital. I do too. I do too. I didn't even know about it. You know, like vaguely I heard the term, but I didn't know what it was or what it was about. So you guys couldn't see that at all? We can try it again. Hopefully you could hear it. Let's see. T says, little things, please, little minds. Sorry, Yogi. It's an app description. T says, Yogi, use WhatsApp regularly. T says, saw it, Yogi. Nice. That is from our friend, uh, Love Our Toy Pops. And it really gets to the truth of the matter. Dogs. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm also friends with Stuart on Facebook. So, uh, and I'm friends with T as well. So if you guys would like to connect, let me know. Or anyone that I'm friends with. I'm friends with William Hart, with Easy, with Odom. Not that I'm bragging. I feel very fortunate, actually. But anyone who reaches out. As well, as I mentioned, if anyone wants to, I'm actually really glad I got WhatsApp because it's going to be helpful. I always tell people, if you want to learn breath work and meditation, if you come here, I will teach you absolutely for free. I teach my friends and family for free. If you come here just to hang out with me, you are both friend and family, because trust me, no one's gonna come here to hang out if they want a friend or family. My offline friends and family don't come here and hang out. That's not true. Mocha does. And you guys met my friend Jess. She's a real life friend. We were in similar circles back when we were teenagers. She knew me as a Grateful Dead deadhead, as a 1980s hippie. T says, let's see. Ginger says, Bumblebee, I fell asleep. You are not the first person who has fallen asleep during a yogi live stream. I don't remember who the first person was. I think it might have been Eric Lapointe. And he set a precedent. Many people have followed. Let's see, T says, Ginger, I bet you was thinking that. Ginger says, I must have missed my opportunity to be a smartass. Yeah, another one will come up shortly. I find that our friend Ginger is ever present and aware to the opportunities of being a smartass. And he doesn't let them slip by. And he does it well. This is what I mentioned about, taking things as an art form. Ginger isn't a troll, but he is a smartass in the best possible way. He's elevated it to an art form. As a same game salutes game. They do still say that, right? Let's see. T says, Ginger, your smartass shines already. It does. T says, them cheeks shine like moons. Ginger says, well, Yogi, you are putting a bedhead in a sentence. Deadhead. Deadhead. D-E-A-D. I did spell that right, right? It has been decades since I've had, well, that's not true. Hair-wise, it's been decades since I've had bedhead. Now when you're older and your skin actually, takes the form of whatever it is you've been touching for a long time, I get up and my head is rearranged in the form of my pillow. I need to spend some time evening it out. Nightmare says, what's up? Is it in America? News to me. It is. It is international. T says, my dad would say I have a degree in being a smartass. Jenny says, well, thank you guys. Hey, man, we gotta salute those who do their things so well. Let's see. T says, Yogi, a lot of us get bed hair. Bed hair, quite an achievement, if you ask me. Those days are over for me, guys. All right. I'm going to wrap things up. Appreciate you all hanging out. Regular Point says, it happens. Maybe I need to interject something into my live streams to keep people awake. And I'm thinking like a air horn. That's what I'm thinking. I could think in terms of being more creative. I could think in terms of projecting my voice a bit more, being more engaging, being more entertaining, wearing funny hats, doing a song and dance. I can think of all kinds of different ways of keeping people awake when they're on my live stream. But let's simplify it. I'm thinking an air horn. An air horn's gonna work. Let's see. Eric Point says, another great live. Thank you, Eric. Ian says, great to see y'all. Got to go shopping this morning. Take care and stay safe. Thank you, my friend. Ian, thank you for being such a positive light. Nightmare says, see you on the next one. I definitely, Nightmare, remind me to do the, it could be in the daytime or the evening, Crabs versus Skittles. This is going to be interesting. It might break some hearts. I got a feeling that finally crabs are gonna take a fall. T says, Eric LP, what happened? Sorry, I was asleep. Yep. Speaking of smart assery, Ginger says, be careful with what you say with bedhead in a sentence. It could go wrong, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. I will be careful. T says, Ian, have a great day. Nightmare is laughing with Ginger. T says, thanks for the warning to Ginger. Eric Point says, Cowbell, this could use more cowbell. We could use more cowbell. Why didn't I think of that? You're absolutely right. Here I've been messing around with my little love tuner and the bell. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. This is a tuning fork calibrated to the, what was it, 476 or is it 546 hertz? Nope, 528. I don't know if you guys can hear it. To help you resonate with the vibratory rate of love. And all this time, I've been messing with things like this when I could have a cowbell. Thank you, Eric. Eric always has the best suggestions. Nightmare says, I just can't pick a side on that, Eric. But you got all night to think about it. T says, Eric LP, just because you got love with your local cows. Gotta love your local cows. It was a cow that turned me vegan. I've told this story before. T says, have a lovely day, people. Be grateful of the small things and a life causing pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, T. T says, Yogi, what you've been playing with, it is a tuning fork 528. Nope. Yep, 528. Calibrated at 528. Ginger says, I got a fever. I want more cowbell. Man, when you get the fever, the only thing that'll fix it is a cowbell. Eric Point says, nice. T says, Yogi, my cell makes a better sound than that fork. Oops, sorry. But I think the difference is your drum makes music. And the tuning fork is just about the vibration. but no doubt your drums are beautiful and you play them beautifully. Cat and Breed says 0440 hertz is my favorite frequency. It's perfect C, I think. It is. Man, I forget what it was that Ian said, the perfect frequency offered by Beethoven. And we were talking about it a couple live streams ago. If the entire world played that, if we had a moment of silence just to play that, how much healing would take place. It's amazing to think about. And we should try it. Why did we try war first? And dismiss everything else. But the only way to solve this is to declare war against someone or something. We never think of healing first, and we can, and we should. Nightmare says, I love cows. Not the best compliment. that was funny. That was that was funny. T says, Yogi, my drum makes music, but I eat with a fork. That was funny too, T. Let's see. T says, hi, Cat. I've got a steel drum that resonates on my channel if you're interested. And it's beautiful. Cat says, oh, thanks, Bumblebee. I'll be sure to take a look. Hold on. Before I sign off, guys, I want to make Cat and Bread a mod. It'd be easier for her to reach out to T if she would like. Junior says, you just tell your wife, come here, you heifer. I think you could probably say that once. One time. Nightmare says, or usually get back in the kitchen is what gets me a beating. Ginger said, that's the way to get bedhead. You guys alone? Man, it's a good thing we're signing off. The only direction this conversation is going to go is down. You know, it's going to be downhill from this point on in a great way. That's what I was saying, T. T says he wouldn't survive saying that more than once. Optimob says, good night. Good night, my friend Optimob. Thank you for stopping in. T says, Timo. All right. So we're going to sign off. Timo has to sleep now. I appreciate you stopping in. Cat and Bread says, oh, thanks a bunch. I'm very grateful for being part of this lovely joy spreading stream. You, my friend, happily fit right in. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you for your positivity. You are the guys that make it all worthwhile. That's for sure. T says, Cat, welcome. Odom says, good night, everyone. Good night, my friend Odom. T says, Cat, what country are you from? T says, night, time, and Sabine. Timo and Sabine. Getting Bread says, I'm from France. Nice. We have another friend from France, Eric Marine. And you're welcome, Cat. Cat T is from England. We definitely have an international community. It's pretty cool. Nightmare says, I love France. Halfway for right, and you hear that. I think that one lost me, Ginger. All right. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. I got a few things to do. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Tomorrow, think about it through the night. It's going to be the greatest vote, the greatest poll on the history of the channel We have worked our way up to Crabs versus Skittles. What's it going to be? Who knows? But we'll find out. T says, Cat, we have a community from many countries, several in UK and Ireland, two Germans in Switzerland. Yes, we do. T says, bye. Crabs and Klingons. That might come after we get the Crabs versus Skittles. Cat and Brett says, oh, I see. That's really awesome. I am from the land down under. Where the crabs go. Eric the Point, you're going to vote for Crabs over Skittles? That's surprising. You got night. You got the night to change your mind. Toy Pup says, hi, Optimum. T says, I don't have Crabs, but I have Skittles. Laboratory Pup says, just had Optimum. Says, we're back. Welcome back. We're getting ready to sign off. Hey, were you here when I played your video, my friend? I have declared it the most important thing on YouTube by far. T says, Yogi, I got you to say that. You did get me to say it. All right, I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to say goodnight. Hold on. That's me on my desktop. The most important informative video on YouTube.
Memories and
Dogs.
their feelings and
Dogs.
smiles and
Dogs.
but the most beautiful things in life are not just things. They're
Dogs.
memories.
That is the second time played through. It gets right to the point. Finally, there is a video on YouTube that tells the absolute truth. The way things are. You can't get it any more correct than that. Although I gotta admit, every time I play it, and I've played it a bunch today, every time I play it, my one upstairs cat looks at me like, what are you talking about? Dogs. We all know it's a cat world, and you guys are just here to operate the can opener. And they have an excellent point. Nightmare says, I'm out. Bye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out, Nightmare. Toy Pup says, animals are so beautiful. They are beautiful. All of them. Every single one. We get a smiling. I believe that's called a shit-eating grin from Eric LaPointe. Salute to Nightmare. He says, Yogi, a lot of men would disagree. I'm not even going to finish that, T. You almost got me to say it. That close. Jenny says, see a Nightmare. Toy Pup says, they saved me. I'd love to hear that story. We were talking cows earlier, and I had mentioned again, I told the story several times, how it was cows that turned me vegan. It was a picture of a cow that turned me vegan. I have a karmic history that I'm still paying off with cows, as I worked in a veal farm as a teenager. Sad to say. Junior says, Bumblebee has to say it like Austin Powers. I would if I could. If I could fake a British accent, I would give it a try. Let's see. T says, Eric Lapie, I tried. T says, Ginger, next live we get him to say something. You can try. You guys think you're pretty slick. Hey, Mohammed, my friend. Hello, my friend Yogi, and all friends here. And right now in the frick at work, I want to say hello, and I'm so sorry because I've been busy at my work, night shift. It's understood, my friend, understood. I appreciate you stopping by. You came in just in time for me to say goodnight. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm glad that our friend Toy Pups came back in so I could play her own video. Just let her know how much I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I actually shared it on my Facebook page So hopefully it gains even more attention. Let's see, everyone's saying hi to, we got Ginger says deal and yeah, baby. See, I can't even do that in an Austin Powers accent. Everyone's saying hi to Muhammad. Our good friend Muhammad. Muhammad, my friend, be safe. Sending love to you and your family. Junior says slick, and I can't even say the rest of that. All right, shutting things down. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Take care.